Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to check out War Mode. Now, this is actually a video I didn't expect to make, but it came on the beta last night. It's fairly easy to explain, and a lot of people want to see it, so it's a video made in heaven. So guys, this is War Mode. Now, War Mode, if you didn't know, is a world PvP mode. So in Battle for Azeroth, I believe every server is basically going to be a normal server, and you'll be able to choose if you want to be on a PvP server, essentially, or a PvE server. And that is toggled by War Mode. Now, we'll get to War Mode in a second, but first we're going to talk over the talents and everything like that and how all of that works. So, this is your new talent tree. That's obviously the regular one, and then you pop out the little PvP talents here. So, your top one. This is unlocked at level 20. Now, this is your PvP Trinket. This is the same for every class at the moment, and it's a choice of 3. So, you've got removes any loss of control, affects a duration for 5 seconds or more, duration of incoming crowd control by 20%, and Gladiator's Medallion, which we obviously all know. Now, as I said, that is the same for all classes. Then you have these 3 here. So this first one is unlocked at level 20, second one's unlocked at level 40, then 70, then 110, and War Mode is just something that you can toggle whenever you're in Stormwind. Now, we'll get to that bit in a second, as I said. So, at the moment, every spec and every class has different talents. These are, I believe, just the same as the Legion PvP talents. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. There's 11 for each class and each spec, so if at the moment I'm a Fury Warrior, and you can see the Fury Warrior related ones here, if I change the arms, they do change, and these can be changed as and when. The way you change them, you can change them in a rested area, so you don't have to go back to Stormwind to change these. These can be done in an inn, anywhere, you know, in Kultiris or anything like that. You can just change these whenever you like and whenever you're rested. So you choose 3 of those, and they are obviously from the same choice, so you can see there, it's just 11 between the whole, the 3 sections. Then you have War Mode. Now, War Mode can only be activated in Stormwind. You can't activate it in Ironforge. You definitely can't activate it in Dionysus, because, you know, yeah, that ain't going to be there. So, you've got War Mode, you can turn that on, makes a little thing. You say for the Alliance, and yeah, there you go. I'm now toggled for World PvP. Now, in Stormwind, I noticed that people don't phase out, so the people who don't have the world PvP on will still be here, but I noticed when you go to Borealis, that's when it makes a change, and you get phased out into different things. So the people you knew in Borealis that you were running around with when you didn't have world PvP on will disappear into thin air, similar to a film you've probably seen recently. Now, we're going into Borealis with world PvP on, and we'll make a note of who's here. So there's a few people, there's a cat, there's some imps and stuff, so we leave Borealis. Go back to Stormwind, and it says Stormwind's the only place you can do the toggle for War Mode. Turn it off. Go back to Borealis. And everyone changes. Hi guys, Future Dan here from editing. So this was kind of funny because I kind of paused, because when I got back into Borealis there was a cat and an imp again. But if you do notice, they do have different names, so they are different characters. It just happened to be the exact same races and classes in the exact same positions. So yeah, sorry about that. If you do get confused, they are different. You do phase out. And yeah, back to the video. So what are the advantages? Now, War Mode, leveling up will give you 15% experience. Plus, obviously, the talents that you can use in the outside world. So all of these talents will be usable for you. A lot of them are passive, and they're pretty damn good, honestly. And as I said, War Mode, once you turn that on, you go back into questing, you go back to Borealis, you go back to wherever, and you have a little buff. You have a little buff, which gives you 15% experience from killing monsters and completing quests. And yeah, 15% experience, that is quite a lot. That's basically, you know, having like a few heirlooms. At 120, obviously you're not going to be getting XP anymore, but what you will be getting is 10% on rewards for world quests. So say it's resources, you'll get 10% more resources. If it's gold, you get 10% more gold. And that's basically it, really. It's, as I said, it's not the most complicated system in the world. It's pretty cool. I'm actually quite a big fan of it. I like the... Originally, when they brought it out, I was like, well, nah, I'm probably not going to do that. But now looking at the 15% experience, it's probably worth it just to potentially get ganked every now and then. I've leveled on a PvP server forever anyway, so and I really hate PvP, but 15% experience is 15% experience, am I right? So yeah, I'm not going to go through every class, because we'll be here forever, every class and spec. I'm sure there's plenty of other creators out there doing that. and I would imagine very soon, and when Wowhead put it up, I'll put a link in the description to a calculator where you guys can look at all the spells and stuff for your class and your spec, because as I said, we'll be here forever going through every spec. So guys, that's pretty much it for War Mode. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this. Do you think it's an improvement over what came before? Do you think, are you going to miss PvE and PvP servers? If you have any thoughts on it, if you want me to show anything, I'll be streaming it, of course. We'll have War Mode on during the streams just to see how it works in the real world. So guys, thank you very much for watching today. Before I go, I'd like to give a massive shout out to our amazing patrons and YouTube sponsors. You guys are awesome, and if you'd like to support the channel in that way, links are down below. And yeah, so leave a like on this video if you liked it, guys, and subscribe if you haven't. I also have a Discord channel. We talk about BFA, we talk about all sorts all the time, so the link to the Discord channel is in the description, first link in there. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time.